I cured myself from an incurable disease known as Crohn's disease, and in this video I share my secrets, my struggles and my successes of how my personal journey and battles with this incurable disease led to triumph through the mind and body connection. And I'll show you how to harness the same techniques to heal your mind and body through mental tenacity, unshakable discipline and the power of manifestation in the same ways that I did. So Christmas Day 2016, my intestines burst, my bowels perforated, and that feeling was like someone shot me in the stomach and someone poured battery acid on top of it for good measure. That pain was excruciating. I was rushed to hospital. I was pumping morphine, didn't do anything in terms of the pain. I was still in excruciating pain. This is how severe this pain was. I was in hospital for 5 days and I went undiagnosed. I had x-rays and CT scans. I had doctors coming and pressing on my stomach. Does this hurt? Manny, does this hurt? And then I'm like, oh. No, it doesn't hurt. Because I tried to stay strong and brave because I just wanted to go home. What I didn't know and what the doctors didn't know at the time was I had a significant bowel perforation, and it took them 5 days to discover this. So I had an emergency surgery because I had one option, and that was either, no, actually I had two options. It was either die, which is what I was told I could die with a bowel perforation, a major organ bursting, or to have an ileostomy bag, also known as a stoma. I tried everything in my power, like, no, is there any other options? And they said, yeah, they're your two options. You only have two options. I had an ileostomy bag fitted and I lost a lot of weight. I literally went down to 33 kg, 5 stone, which is the weight of a small child. But I didn't sit there and think, why me? What have I done to deserve this? This is the end of my life. How am I going to move forward? I was like, okay, I am stronger than this. I have every tool in my arsenal to overcome this. And it starts with my mind. I didn't look at my physicality and I'm this skinny, frail shell skeleton of a human being, because here I was a vibrant, strong, dominant human being. I'm an alpha male, and that's what always resonated with me the most, was I have this on my side, even though my physical doesn't match my mental, because our mental capacity is what gets us through life. What I wanted to do to recover was, I didn't sit in that hospital bed and just feel sorry for myself. I'm making plans. There was a door. I'm in my own room. I'm being quarantined, and there's a door literally 20 steps away. I'm plotting, alright, my goal today is I want to walk to that door and back to my bed. Once I can walk to that door and back, right, I want to go into the corridor, walk down the corridor and back. Because bear in mind, I was physically frail and weak, that I did not have the energy or the strength to even walk. But all I kept on thinking about was, I'm going to get back into the gym, I'm going to be muscular, I'm going to be harder, I'm going to be stronger, I'm going to be faster than I've ever been before. I didn't want to go back to normal, how I was before my bowel perforated and my life turned upside down, because clearly what I was doing previously didn't help me at all and I was doing something wrong. So therefore I wanted to be better, but that journey is far greater because I have to reach from rock bottom to my previous normal to skyrocket beyond to the top of the mountain. But the only limitation I would have ever had would have been my thoughts, and I have no limitations. We are limitless. We are all limitless. We are restricted by our self-limiting beliefs. So what I would do each and every day, I had a burning desire. My burning desire was, I want to be faster, harder, stronger than I've ever been before. I don't want to be in this hospital bed struggling and relying on doctors to come save my life. No one's going to come save me but me. And once I understood that, then the first person who came to save me was me, because now, if we fast forward, I'm a 2-time powerlifting champion. I've broken the deadlift record twice as well. I can lift 4 times my body weight. But if in that hospital bed, if you told that version of Manny, who was that skinny, frail human being, and I used the word human being in the loosest term possible, I would have believed it. I would have said, yeah, of course. I was like, only 2 times. I said, that's not good enough. That's what I would have said when I was in that hospital bed, because it's the power of belief. There's multiple stages here when it comes to using mental tenacity and the power of manifestation. Is you have to have a burning desire. Your burning desire is what you want out of life, and you wake up and think about it. You think about it all day and you go to bed thinking about it. You talk about it to everybody. A desire has to be strong through and through. It's not I hope, I wish, I want. These are very loose desires. You want to be just laser focused on what you wanted. And for me, I was laser focused on leaving that hospital bed and being a strong mother trucker. But for me to believe it, I had to visualize this. I had old pictures of myself where I was in great shape way before my bowel perforated, and I would sit there and I show nurses, I said, look, I'm going to be better than this, and they'll be like, yeah, that's nice, Manny, but yeah, cool. They didn't fill me with optimism, but I didn't need their validation. I had all the validation in the world within inside me. Using pictures to help amplify my visualization, I would sit there and lay in that bed and picture myself of this person who's living this free life. I'm not concerned about my health. I'm in the gym. I'm lifting these heavy weights. I'm physically bigger than the picture that I once looked at. And I would imprint this in my mind and my subconscious mind each and every day. But I would attach the emotions of it. How would I feel when I look like this, when I'm physically healthy, when I'm physically fit? I feel happy. I feel joy. I feel peace. Because at this moment in time when I'm in hospital and I'm skinny and I'm frail, I don't feel any of those things. I'm grateful that I'm still alive. And that was a key thing in life. Is one of the highest vibrations in the universe is gratitude. And I was absolutely grateful for all the love, the support, the kindness that I received from so many people. And it was overwhelming. And that's what really helped me power through as well. And I'm grateful that I'm still alive because I didn't want to die. I was not going to die. That wasn't even an option. I had one option after I had the ileostomy bag, and that is to have this bag reversed and to take control of my life again. Progress is not linear as well. As much as we want progress to go like this, it goes up and then you have a little dip, and then it can go up and you can have a dip. But it's about powering through these dips and riding the wave up, because you don't know what's on the other side when you power through, and you've got to use your own innate power to power through. And ultimately it comes down to belief. You can visualize something, you can have the emotions based off the visualization, you can desire something, but you have to believe it as well. For me, when I'm physically going through all this suffering, how can I believe that I'm going to be lifting big heavy weights and lifting 4 times my body weight and being able to be abundant and optimal in my health? How is that possible? Because I'm suffering right now and I'm basing my thoughts off past experience. Well, in the past, when I had pain, what it would lead to was discomfort, agony, it would lead to fear. So how was I going to overcome my past traumas when it came to my health to then suddenly believe that actually I'm just going to get better and I'm going to be better than I ever have been? It comes to 5 key steps here, and that is burning desire, visualization, having the emotion attached to the visualization, expectancy and belief. And the emotions and expectancy, you have to believe that this is your reality. Your reality is based off your thoughts. You have 70 to 90,000 thoughts per day. So use those thoughts to have positive visualizations about what you desire when it comes to your health, when it comes to other parts of your life. In the same way as I did, it was easy for me because I'm literally bedbound. So I would sit there and manifest and visualize. But there's one key thing I haven't added in any of all this. Action. Alright, we can picture it and we can, some people might believe this is daydreaming, but you have to take the action. Every single day, I would sit there and I'd research of what should I eat? How does the digestive system work? Why do we need these nutrients? What's the importance of nutrition? What's the importance of exercise? What's the importance of diet? How do I physically now be able to walk to that door and back? And for me to walk to that door and back and set these goals, I have to physically get out of bed to do it and take the action. So action is super important, and we have multiple laws of the universe. We have law of attraction, which is blended into what I've said, but we have law of action. So if you're putting out all this desire, belief and visualization, but then you've got to go out and do it. You have to take the action day in and day out. It doesn't have to be grand actions. Like I literally took baby steps to that door and back. Once I started walking further and further away, my legs were burning. I had muscle soreness, I had DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, which felt like what I get now from doing heavy squats. All I was doing is walking because I had to rebuild the muscle around my legs. Take the action today based off your beliefs, your desires. Because ultimately, when it comes to healing, in the same way I did, I upped my nutrition game. That's an action. I removed all the foods that were causing me problems in my life. Clearly, what put me into hospital in the first place was my poor dietary habits, my lifestyle habits, my negative thinking. So I had to rebuild all of this. And it takes practice. You have to do this day in and day out. Sit and spend 20 minutes per day. Find a quiet space where you know you're not going to get disturbed. Close your eyes. You can either lay in bed, sit in a quiet space, meditate, and visualize how you feel. In my case, imagining that cold steel bar and the knurling on it on my hands and the feeling of having a muscular pump and posing in the mirror and looking at myself. You have to really look at the details and embrace every little facet and feeling and keep moving forward and work towards the visualization and watch it start to come into reality, because our reality is based off our thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, I suggest you check my next video on a high vibrational diet, where I talk about all the foods that I actually consume and the reasons why I consume them foods too. And don't forget to subscribe, it really helps, and I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.